I've never told this story on this channel before, but when my cat Matilda was very little, she went through something that I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. She was actually left alone overnight in a room with Dabchick. Now, I don't know what he said to her to provoke her, but evidently at a certain point, she had him by the tail. And you can see because there are these little indents that she left. Now, I could have smoothed these out, but I think I will include them in this version because it's a little bit funny. And he probably deserved it. In this video, I'd like to show a little bit of the refining of the wings. But for starters, this is essentially how they work. It's basically a lever that does this on both sides, and then you get a flapping motion. That is essentially it. Now, it is, of course, the details that make the difference between flapping motion that looks correct and one that is lacking somewhat. And I want to focus particularly on one of those details in the form of a very small piece, very unassuming piece, that makes this difference. I have to do a little bit of sleuthing. When I originally scanned the Dabchick puppet, I focused on mostly the larger parts because I wanted it to look good to start with. I neglected the smaller parts, and I have since lost these individual elements. So I'm going to look through my prior videos and see if I can find that element and get a good look at it. Okay, let's have a look full screen. Here it is, it's hidden. Now, my initial version of it, I made a little mock-up in software, was symmetrical, but I can see this actually curls a little bit that way. And that probably gives it a much more natural resting position and helps it traverse through this gap on the upstroke and the downstroke. That's good to know. However, let's start by printing the mock-up version, and that'll give us something physical to work into this clearly superior shape. Okay. I thought I went into my fingers then. I actually want to snip off just a bit more. The tolerances have to be quite tight. I just hope I don't break into the middle there. Okay, we're good. Same with this piece here. We're okay. Got to be careful with how I push because this slips. That'll do, that'll do. I don't want to risk it. There we go, 2 holes in each side of this piece, and now probably 0.8mm wire going through and connecting them. Okay, so I don't want to block the hole up. There's probably a little bit too much glue there, but let's try that and then aim it a little bit upwards so we avoid the hole. Oh, perfect. Okay, I've added some more material to this shape, refined it a little bit, tested it within the body, and this seems quite viable now. So what I'll do is I'll keep it on this blade here because it's holding it quite firmly, spray it up, and then put it on the scanner. Do some spray painting at 1 AM, confuse the heck out of my neighbors. I'll shake it up inside. I'm not a complete sociopath. Okay. Oh, I dropped it. Oh no, it went down the freaking... Did it? Ah, what are the chances? Is it down there? Oh no, it's here, it's here. Ooh, thank goodness. That was a close call. That would have been a lot of work wasted. Okay, that's nice, nice and centered. Let's get the scanner going. Little hairs can be a pain to tease off by hand, so I got another idea. Yeah, that did the job. Okay, these look really nice. To make sure that the circular part was clean, I just fused the scanned version with the original 3D modeled version. Okay, I've put them in place, you can see them there. A lot of the tweaking actually can happen at this point here, where the silicone interacts with the shoulder piece or the wing piece. You kind of smush it around with your fingers until you find where it sits well. So initially when I put it on, I was like, oh, this isn't quite right, but it just takes a little bit of finessing. Any further down, I think, and they would look kind of weird, as you can see. And any further back, and they would risk interacting with my fingers there. So I think that's the perfect position, and the flapping is, well, it's really, really lovely, actually. Look at that. Okay, so we are getting very, very close to completion. What do we have remaining? We have the beak mechanism, we have the head mechanism, we have the feet, so stay tuned for those. Here is a link to my Patreon if you'd like to help get Dabchick across the finish line. Any donations will go towards... Matilda, what is the problem? She wants to go out, shall I let her? And there, it's too late. You've got to stay in now for the night, Matilda. You can poop inside.